by coming to start by lying down. So in your time, just coming down to find your lying down position. Doesn't matter if you've got these knees bent up or if you have the legs straight out on the mat. The arms can be resting by your side or gently resting on the body. It's whatever feels right for you. And as you're here, just tuning into your breath as you come to lie down. Just hearing each inhale as that chest gently rises. And then just feeling the chest contract with each exhale. Just hearing the rhythm of your breath. And allowing the breath, without any force, to just naturally and calmly lengthen. Just allowing everything to slow down. And just taking these few moments in stillness. Just enjoying them. Might be the first time today that you've allowed this to happen. Just observing, you feeling the body becoming heavy on the mat. And just allowing the mind to empty. Any thoughts just drifting away. Now, on your next inhale, taking a nice long deep breath as we fill the lungs, the side ribs and the tummy. You hold this in just for a second and then sigh that breath away. And just repeat that twice more. As we inhale, filling the torso and gently sighing away. The last one to your rhythm. When you've had those three, just letting that breath go. Just noticing any difference in the breath now, just maybe a little longer. And then now, we'll combine our breath with movement. So bringing the arms to the sides if they're not already, palms facing down. And as we inhale, it's going to slowly reach these arms up overhead onto the floor behind us, not keeping them here. Just exhale as they slowly come back down. As we repeat again, twice more. So inhale, slowly reaching over. You can stretch them out. Maybe you point the toes away as well. As we inhale, arms down, toes up. And final one. And the arms come down by the sides. Just leaving them here. Just making sure these shoulders are nice and dropped as well. And then we'll begin by rotating into the neck. So just allowing the head to fall to any side. And then across to the other side. Just gently rolling this neck around. Just awakening these neck muscles. And when we've worked both sides evenly, we'll just bring it back to center in stillness. Making sure that chin is still tucked in so the back of the neck is long. And then, if they're not already, let's inhale, bending these knees up, bringing the heels quite close into the hips, ready for pelvic tilting. So bringing the palms face down by our sides. And as we inhale, we're just going to peel the hips off the mat just a fraction. As we exhale them back down. Working breath by breath. So as we inhale up, that small curve of the lower spine flattens on the mat. As we exhale down, that natural curve returns. Just awakening the lower back. Now, you can continue working this way if you wish, or on your next inhale, you can lift these hips up to the sky in full bridge if you like. Hips up again, we're not holding. So as we exhale, just peeling the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Twice more again. Inhale and lift, powering through the legs. As we exhale, peeling the spine down, massaging it down. Final one. And when you lower, just keeping the hips here in stillness just for a second. Just feeling that back settling onto the mat. And then this time, we're going to repeat and hold. So if you want, you can inhale up into bridge, or continue working with pelvic tilting if you prefer. Now we can hold it here, whether it's for 3 breaths, or maybe 1 breath is your preference. Every inhale, just reaching these hips up. As we exhale, just have a gentle press through the palms. And when you've had your 3 or less, it's just exhale, peeling the spine back down. And with these hips lowered, we'll just take a hold of each knee individually as we draw them out and up to the sides of our chest. It's counter stretching where we've worked. You can hold in stillness, or maybe have a gentle rock from side to side. Just massaging around that lower spine. Just easing it off. And then, just coming back to center in stillness, squeezing these knees in just a touch more. And then, let's bring these knees together. Now we have the option, we're going to come up to sit. You can take a hug around the back of the thighs as you gently rock yourself up. Or maybe you prefer to roll over to one side first. But if you're rocking up, just taking that time, massaging through the spine. And then eventually, coming up to your seated position. There we go. Now, if you want to sit on any pillows or blocks, then absolutely do. And in your seated position, that spine nice and long, these shoulders dropped, chin tucked in. Doesn't matter if these legs are crossed or if they're out in front. With each inhale, just imagining the spine becoming a little longer. As we exhale, just rooting down through these sit bones. And then we'll just work all the way around the neck, as we usually do. So as we inhale up tall, let's exhale looking up, as we lengthen the front of the neck. Every inhale back to center. As we exhale, tucking the chin as we look down. As we inhale back. And then this time, exhaling an ear to a shoulder as we stretch into the side. Inhaling back, final side. Combining that breath with your movements. As we come back to center and repeating once more. Exhaling, looking up. Inhale to center. Allowing the breath to guide you around each side. And when we're back, just give the neck a roll around if you wish. Whether you're making circles, whatever feels right for you. And perhaps bring the shoulders in. Just being sure to keep it even and going both ways. And when we've done that, coming back to center and stillness, let's give everything a nice loose shake off. Wakening up. And then we'll stretch into the sides. So one arm can lower. As we inhale, reaching the other up. And that arm go up to the sky. As we exhale, bending over. Now the hand on the floor might want to walk out. Doesn't matter if that arm is straight or it's bent. Now as we hold this, inhale, does this top arm reach a little more? Lovely. Can we inhale, challenging the core? Oh, both arms up. Exhale over. The other hand down, reaching over. As we hold, finding that length on the inhale, reaching the top arm. As we exhale, just giving into this stretch. Both arms, inhale up, challenge the core. And then can we twist it? So exhale, one arm might come onto the thigh or knee, the other arm reaching around. Now with the inhale, it's breathing that spine in a little longer. Releasing with the exhale. Next inhale, back up to center. Other side. Exhaling over, keeping that spine lengthened. Releasing in this twist with each exhale. Inhale, back up to center. Bringing the palms together. As we exhale everything down to heart center. As these shoulders drop, finding that length again. And then exhale and release. And we'll work our way through to all fours. Whether you want to roll over these knees or come any other way that you like. And if you want, you can fold the mat over to just give the knees a bit of cushioning. The palms under the shoulders, whether it's palms face down or perhaps on the fist to protect the wrists. So just settling into our all four position. Spine nice and long and tall. And then working in cat, as we always do. As we inhale, curling from the base. As we look up to the ceiling. As we exhale, curling. As we look down or through the legs. Breath by breath, inhaling up. And exhaling down. As we make space between the discs and compress them, awakening the spine. Now, when you next exhale, looking down or through the legs, we can hold it here, and then we're just going to sink it back into child. Sending these hips towards the heels and adjusting so it's comfortable for you, whether that's widening the knees. The arms can be forward or by your sides. Still allowing that chest and head to sink down to the mat. Here, just tuning into that breath, observing where we've worked already, noticing the difference, and allowing each breath to calm and still. And then we're just going to inhale, just lifting the palms up, just so we're on our fingertips. It's providing a little bit more length in the spine. And then we can exhale, lowering those palms. As we inhale, it's coming back up to our all four position. And then from here, we're just going to send these hips back. So we're in a kneeling position. Now I think we did this on Tuesday, just a challenge for the thighs. So in our low kneeling position, with the hips close to the heels, with the spine lengthened, can we inhale? We're going to lift up to a high kneeling. Now with that spine straight, this should really challenge these thighs. If you want, you can tuck these toes under, and we're going to exhale back down. And that'll just give a nice stretch in these feet. Now you can ease that off if you prefer. Can we inhale back up? As we untuck the toes. Exhale back down. Now, spine straight. If you lean forward or back, that's the body compensating. You're not working the thighs quite as much. Once more. Inhaling up. Toes tucked. Exhale down. Now, when we come down, we're just going to roll over now onto these feet. So any way that you choose. And then we're just going to adapt ourselves out into a squat. And if the squat's not for you, you can come up higher out these hips if you need. And your squat may be different. So this isn't mine. You can adjust it if you like. I like the legs super wide, but not for everyone. Now the aim here, we're just opening into these hips. Now, breathing in, this spine is lengthened. We inhale, bring the palms together, only if it's comfortable. If you want, you can tuck the elbows between the knees. And that may just give a gentle push out. Be cautious though. I think that's enough. So, can we inhale? We're going to power through these legs. We bring ourselves up to stand. Spine lengthened. You can bring these feet in. The hands can drop. And just find comfort now in your standing position. Just have that shake off if you need. Just tuning into that breath, finding yourself nice and long. And just everything nice and tall. Again, this chin is still tucked in. Let's just settle ourselves in here as we usually do. So slowly inhale. Now these palms are coming up above together. As we exhale them down through heart center. Now each movement is as slow as your breath. Twice more. Inhale. Now you can look up if you want and take a gentle back bend. As we exhale down. Final one, just reaching the arms up. And bringing it all back. And the arms can drop if you wish. And that was the calm before the storm. So we're going to work into salute to the sun now. So it's a reasonably fast-paced sequence. And you can take it slower if you need. But we'll probably want to start around about mid-mat. So wherever you are, same move. As we inhale, reaching up. These palms coming together. But this time, let's exhale, folding forward. Now take a bend in these knees. You can allow these arms to hang. Settling in the fold just for a second. And then as we inhale, can we step it into dog? So inhale, planting the palms, stepping these feet back, sending these hips up to the sky. Now just holding your dog just for a breath. You can have a quick walk from foot to foot if you like. And then let's exhale, rolling down. So we're coming on to all fours. Just tucking the palms back under the shoulders. In a very brief cat. As we inhale, looking up. And exhale, looking down. And then sinking these hips back into child towards the heels. Now reach these arms forward. A brief pause. On our next inhale, can we slither it through onto our fronts, keeping the chest and head low to the mat. Bringing the palms in line with the chest. And when you're ready, inhale as we power through the palms, lifting this chest up as much or as little as you like. exhale, lowering down. Now, here, can we tuck the toes under? So all in an inhale, we're going to lift into dog, but via all fours. So inhale through to all fours. And then these hips up to the sky. Excellent. Very briefly. Now you have the option. You can come down to all fours. We're going to come into a lunge. So if you want, you can inhale one leg into the air. As we exhale, slowly sinking it through into our lunge. Now this back knee you can drop, or it can be lengthened. Holding our lunge just for a second. Now, with this back leg, can we step everything forward to a forward fold? So putting the weight on the front leg, stepping it in, hanging in our fold. And then inhale. Let's come all the way back up. Palms together. And back to heart center. Lovely. That was one side. So let's do the other. Okay, so again, probably around mid-mat. Inhale. Reaching up, palms up. Exhaling forward in our fold. Slight bend in these knees. Now you can hold it if you prefer. Or inhale, planting the palms, stepping the feet back into dog. Have a quick walk here if you want. As we exhale, rolling down to all fours. Bringing the palms back into the shoulders. As we inhale, lifting up in cat or looking up. Exhale as we look down. Sinking back into our child. Just for a brief moment of pause. Next inhale, can we slither through onto our fronts, keeping the chest and head low. With these palms in line with our chest. Can we inhale, coming up into cobra, the shoulders dropped. As we exhale, peeling ourselves back down. Now, you can tuck the toes in here if you like. So we're inhaling up into dog. So via all fours. And then sending the hips up. And then in dog. I'm going to come into lunge. So you can come into all fours first if you want. Or inhale the other leg up. As we exhale, bending it, slowly sinking it through. In front. Drop the back knee if you prefer, or keep it straight. Inhale, can we step everything forward to a forward fold. Brief hang. Inhale, back up to stand. Exhaling, hands down to heart center. So that was one round to both sides. That means there's another, so take a drink first if you want. And then in your time, let's get yourself ready. So we're in our nice standing tall position. Inhale, reaching up. Palms together, and then exhale, forward fold. Have a bend in these knees, just releases the lower back. You can stay here, or Inhale yourself into dog, planting the palms, stepping the feet back, hips up. As we exhale, down to all fours, making sure these palms are below the shoulders. As we inhale in our cat, looking up, and exhale, curling as we look down or through the legs. Sinking the hips back into child. Reaching the arms forward. And you can pause here if you like. Or inhale, slithering the chest through. As we come on to our fronts. Palms in line with the chest. As we inhale, lifting up. Much or as little as you like. As you exhale, tensing the buttocks, peeling the spine down. Inhale, so we're tucking the toes as we lift into dog. Via all fours. With these hips back up into the sky. Now, come into the lunge any way you choose. So if you want, you can inhale, lifting one leg up. As we exhale, bending that knee, sinking it through. And dropping the back knee if you want. Inhale. That back foot is stepping forward. And just exhale, releasing in the forward fold. As we inhale, back up. Exhale, all back to heart center. Final side. Adjust if you need. So inhale, reaching up. Now in this sequence, use the breath to calm. So we exhale down to our forward fold. And you can take any move longer if you like. As we inhale, planting the palms, stepping the feet back into dog. These hips coming up to the sky. As we exhale down to all fours. Palms under shoulders. And in cat. As we inhale, curling to look up. And exhale, curling to look down. And then sending these hips back to your child position. Reaching the arms forward. And on an inhale, let's slither through. Keeping the chest and head low. With these palms in line with the chest. As we inhale, lifting up into our cobra, powering through the arms. As we exhale, peeling the spine down. With the toes tucked. Inhaling via all fours as we lift back into dog. And then, if you like, lifting the other leg into the air. As we exhale, bending it as it slowly comes through into our lunge. Inhale, stepping that back foot forward. As we exhale, releasing down in this lunge. And inhale, back up to stand. Palms together. Exhaling everything back to heart center. Then just allowing these palms to drop by the sides. And just take a few moments. Finding yourself nice and tall. Just allowing this breath to settle. There's not another round coming. Just enjoying the stillness. And then we'll work through a short breathing practice to just slow everything down again. So on an inhale, going to send the palms out to the side. As we exhale them back down where they were. Same again. Feeling that lift in the chest. As we exhale down. Now we're going up higher, but the way we went. So inhale out to the side. Palms to heart center. As we exhale down the way we came in. As we repeat again. Now one step higher. So same way up, inhale to the side, heart center, reach up. As we exhale, all the way back down. Final one. So that wasn't quite the final one. We are going up again, but with a little bit more. So we can inhale to the sides, heart center, reaching up. Now if you want, you can sigh that breath away in a nice back bend. As we inhale back, exhaling all the way down. And there we go. A nice little shake. Ease if you want. And then let's build some strength as we work into our warrior position. So again, wherever we are on the mat, if we inhale nice and tall, take a big step, whether it's forward or back. So we want the front toes to point forward. These back toes in at roughly 30-45 degrees. Now, the stance is maybe a leg width apart or maybe shorter. Hips out to the side or just off. And with your hands on the hips, breathing and finding the length. Can we exhale as this front knee bends? Now, take a peek. We want this knee and ankle to be in alignment, and you can adjust it if it's required. If you're balanced, can we inhale these arms up to shoulder height? And then perhaps looking over the front fingers. Now allow these shoulders to drop. With each inhale, you feel that chest expand. As we exhale, to these hips lower just a little bit more. Release in with the breath, yes. Now using this breath to calm and still, as we build that strength. And then, on an inhale, we're going to send this back arm back as we lift this front one up. Gentle stretch on this front side. And then a big exhale. We're going to swing everything forward. So we can exhale, this front elbow onto the thigh. The back arm can just rest above the lower spine. Just this top chest is nice and open. If you wish, inhaling that back arm, pointing it to the ceiling. Perhaps this elbow on the thigh can reach down, or maybe it stays where it is. If you feel balanced, you can look up. And if you want, on an inhale, you can lengthen this front leg into a triangle. And then a big inhale. Can we swing everything back up to stand? Allow those shoulders to drop. Keep the legs wide. Point the toes out roughly 30-45 degrees. Now, just have a nice loose bend in these knees. And we're going to fold everything forward. So with the hands on the hips, exhale, forward to halfway. Now at your halfway, take an inhale, finding that length in the spine. Then exhale, releasing down. Allow those arms to hang. Now, whether these arms are holding the ankles, or just hanging in front, or holding the elbows, it doesn't matter. It should be a position of comfort for you. It's allowing that head to be nice and loose as well. And then when you're ready, let's inhale as we bring ourselves back up to stand. Now you have the option. You can swivel what was the back foot forward, and then you're almost ready. Or if you need to readjust and face the other way, then by all means do. But just making sure that we are ready. Other toes forward, other ones in. Hips to the side or just slightly off. As we inhale nice and tall. Exhale. Bending that front knee as we lower down. Checking so that knee and ankle are nice and straight. If you're ready, inhale as we lift the arms. Looking over these front fingers. Remember, using our breath as we inhale energy. With each exhale, releasing tension. And then inhale, back arm goes back. The front one lifts. Lovely. And a big exhale as we swing it forward with the elbow onto the thigh. As the back arm wraps behind the back, opening this top chest. Now if you want to expand, you can inhale, first lifting the top arm. Looking up if you're balanced. Maybe straightening the bottom arm. And if you like, inhale as we lengthen the front leg into triangle. And a big inhale as we swing it all back up. Allow those shoulders to drop. You can zigzag these feet back in. And then probably you just want to give them a nice good shake. Give the wrists a shake as well. And then in time, coming back to our standing position as we work in our balance. As we find this stillness, these feet really nice and planted. As we inhale, just lifting all the toes. Exhale as you spread them down. You can repeat again. And spreading on the exhale. Now before we lift up, if you want to have a wall within arm's length, please do. And then we'll work into tree. So we can inhale, peeling one heel off the floor. Nice and lifted in this chest. You can expand as this leg lifts up, whether you hold it or it's hanging by itself. give that ankle a rotate as well. And then we exhale, send this knee out to the side. You have the other arm as a balance or maybe a wall. Nice and lifted, breathing in tall. And if you're ready and still, we can tuck this foot in. Now whether it's up high on the thigh or whether the toes are touching the floor. Anywhere in between. Just taking your time. And when you're ready, if you haven't yet, you can inhale, lifting the arms up, palms together. As we exhale down to heart center, the shoulders dropped. And what can be a nice touch? Just resting the thumbs on the chest. And just drawing the breath in here. As we exhale, just rooting down through the standing foot. Just finding stillness. And then in your time, your exhale, just lowering down. Perhaps a quick walk off as we get ready for the other side. Planting the other foot. As we inhale, peeling this heel up. And then lifting the leg up. Again, whether you hold it or it hangs. Rotating that ankle if you did before. As we exhale this knee out to the side. Nice and tall in this chest. And then tucking that foot in if you're balanced. Now if you've found the stillness, inhale, reaching up. The palms together. As we exhale them down to heart center. Now you might notice one side is different from the other. We're all in balance in different ways. Breathing in tall. So you root it all down. Just finding the stillness and peace on this side. And then exhale. Gently release down. You can have a quick walk. And then we'll roll ourselves as we come to lie down. So from our standing, nice and tall. As we exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders, have a bend in the knees, and just gently roll forward, vertebrae by vertebrae. Just feeling through the spine as you lower down. And when you're down, just hanging for a few seconds. Again, with a bend in those knees, you can just help release that lower back. And then from here, one last dog as we inhale, planting the palms, feet back. Now you can hold it for a few breaths if you like, or at any point, just exhale down to all fours as you sink back into child. And if you're still up, let's think about lowering down via all fours. And just sinking the hips back to the heels. And just adjusting so it's comfy for you. Just allowing everything to loosen and release. Tuning into the breath here. Again, observing its rhythm. time. Just inhale, back up to all fours, and then through to lie down. Now if you want, you can cross these ankles, you roll over through to sit. Now before you go and lie down, just one last little challenge. With these legs nice and loosely bent, hailing nice and tall in the chest, with the arms lifted. Exhale, peel this spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now the lower you go, the more you challenge the core. When you're down, you can just hug the knees in, making sure the chin is tucked in as well. Have a gentle rock from side to side if you wish. You're just enjoying the stillness. Now if you're rocking, just come back to center and stillness. As we inhale, sending these arms out to shoulder height, you can just rest the feet on the mat. We'll open into a twist. So in an exhale, just allowing the knees to fall to any side. Perhaps taking a look over the opposite shoulder, only if it's comfortable for you. And in this held position, just feeling the body, just lowering a little deeper. It's giving into the twist. Observing the breath in this open lung. And on our next inhale, let's lift these knees back to center. As we exhale across to the other side, as we hold it here, allowing yourself to look over this opposite shoulder if it's comfortable. And breath by breath, you observe the body, just giving in. And as we inhale, coming back to center, we can just lift these legs up into the air. As much as a bend, just so they're nice and loose. Just feeling the lower back pressing onto the mat. And then let's bring the arms up to join them. Again, as much as a bend, so everything can just hang. You can have a nice rotate around these if you wish. It's being sure to go both ways. And then, let's inhale as we bring the arms through the legs, taking hold of the outer edges of the feet, drawing the knees out and up. Now whether you rock or you're still, it's your choice. And then from here, your exhale, just lowering down to your comfortable relaxation position. Again, whether those legs are bent up or they're out straight on the mat. Palms by the side or just resting on the body. Just having that chin tucked in. And as you're here, just tuning into the breath, hearing its sounds, as you draw focus only on this, just allowing the senses to dull. Your attention is only on you. It's finding that calm and stillness within. And as we visualize each breath, as we inhale, as we draw in energy and white light, as it fills and radiates the body. And as we exhale, just releasing any remaining tension and stress, leaving only calm. And let's guide this breath around the body. First, starting at the head. As we inhale, energizing the whole of the head. As we exhale and release. As we move down through the neck, and into the shoulders and collarbone. And then down through the arms, past the elbows, to the wrists, all the way to the fingertips. And then down through the chest, and the ribs, tummy and lower back. Now, down through the hips, as we go down the left leg, past the knee and the ankle, all the way to the left toes. Now, down through the right leg, past the right knee, ankle, all the way to the right toes. The whole body. The whole body. And then gently bringing your attention back to this moment, to hear the sounds, and the air touch your skin. You can begin to wiggle the toes and fingers as you make small movements. And then in your time, you can hug these knees in towards the chest. Whether in stillness or rocking. And in time, just gently rolling over to any side for a brief moment of pause. As you open the eyes here, and then lift yourself up to your comfortable seated position. We find that spine long and light again. And those shoulders dropped. As we inhale, reaching these arms up. These palms come together. And exhaling down to heart center. As we bow our heads here. Namaste.